is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. On the move from inside is 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Crosses the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The play action fake. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and and long. You'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you. Get him on the ground. Now it's in fourth down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit and you succeed.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raiders offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back.
Oh, he's got some space.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 40.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And he's brought down after a nice game. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Dropping back, it's Morton. He's got it on the run. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Five wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Virgil. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To throw, it's Morton. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Red Raider. Fitted in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Got it behind the line. It's Virgil. Past the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Morgan. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Klein. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Lets it fly on the move. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call.
FBI. Oh, on the offense. Holy cow. All right, halftime, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Love y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's see if Michigan can cut the deficit in the second half here.
And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver?
Texas Tech's dominating.
Gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package.
There we go.
How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Morton. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brings into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
What a way to go 3 and out, Michigan. Y'all needed that big time.
You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky
now
that
they go
wasn't a
punt.
pick six.
And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting out
Block it,
first
block
look
it.
of the afternoon
Somebody
at
block
the
it.
punter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Hand off from the shotgun.
Oh,
And
geez.
he's still running after the move.
What a run.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up
Justice
with a nice
Haynes.
play.
Don't forget, Justice Haynes actually, these aren't updated. He's at Georgia Tech now, for those that didn't know. This is third school. He was at Alabama. I think he got there Saban's last year, and then spent 24 and 25 at Michigan, and now he's at Tech.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions.
Oh, geez.
This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
To the air on second down. Got him downfield. He's
That was a good
down,
strike
but
there.
He's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Wolverines trying to cash it
Touchdown
in on
right here.
first and goal.
Let's see.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Damn it,
He's
Haynes.
brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop.
I don't
here.
care who wins. I mean, I hate blowouts, and we got a lot of them in CFP history if you think about it. But I don't know. If Michigan scores here, even if it's not like one possession at the end of the game, it'll still be. Seems like a fun game to watch here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to throw on third and goal.
Lobs it. Oh, my God.
And it's intercepted. He goes down.
He was under pressure. He lobbed it up. Threw it into coverage. No good. Man, Michigan can't catch a break here, man. That's like 2 picks already.
Way outside,
I think.
That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time.
Bryce Pollock.
Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your...
Dang.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Morton. Finds his man down the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Did y'all see some of the updates for College Football 27? Is it true? Did I see that that they're having field rushes now?
Now
Is that true?
A lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, geez, he almost had that.
The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Charlie, stop.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Morgan. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point.
Man, that was crazy, bro. Why would you run it from all the way in the backfield on 4th and inches? That's where you want to sneak it if you're the quarterback, I would say.
Very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage
had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Morton. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate
Field goal
that defense
range.
a little bit.
They might. If they don't convert here, they might kick it.
The first down.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. They found a way to get him the rock, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Gain of 26. First down for the offense.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this stream. We're fixing to kick up another one for Virginia and Penn State, a 3:30 game at Virginia. So tune in for that one. Keep an eye on the notifications there. Texas Tech will advance to our round 2 in the Peach Bowl against Alabama. The winner of Virginia and Penn State at Virginia goes to the Orange Bowl against Georgia. So far what we have is Indiana, Georgia Tech in the Cotton, BYU, Clemson in the Fiesta, Alabama, Texas Tech in the Peach, and we're waiting to see who plays Georgia next. So we'll end this one. Stay tuned. We're going to kick up a new one. Love y'all.